Hey everyone, it's Pops, and just starting this show up. It's getting crazy out there. I woke up this morning. It's like the world changed again. I mean, it just doesn't end. Every day you wake up, there's something new going on. Right now, we got Canada in turmoil. They're stomping people with horses, breaking up peaceful protests, trampling people, freezing their bank accounts. I mean, this is what's going on. They're freezing bank accounts now, telling them they're going to hunt them down even after this is all over. So, I don't know. It's getting crazy out there. And, I just woke up and figured I'd wing this show, see who's out there, who wants to come on. And I got Mims in here. And who is that? King Doc? Yeah, you were a little crazy yesterday. That's all right. I had to edit actually the video. You guys were talking about food stamps for 2 hours. I couldn't take it. I mean, actually, you weren't as bad. She was railroading everybody last night. So, yeah, I just came on. I figured, there's nobody out there live right now. I'm bored out of my mind here. Just wanted to talk about some crazy shit going on. I mean, you got in England. I watched a video. Somebody asked a question to one of the to the guy that's head of the parliament in Canada, and asked him, is it true that Charles Schwab's got 50% of the cabinet bought? And they kind of deleted it, and they made believe they were having technical difficulties because they didn't want to answer the question. But then you can watch a video on Twitter where Charles Schwab is saying, Putin and a few other the global leaders we recruited, and our young leaders like Trudeau, and he's bragging about this shit, Charles Schwab. He's bragging. It's on Twitter, man. You can just Google it. World Economic Forum, and Charles Schwab's on there saying, we got these young leaders. We infiltrated their cabinets. I mean, this is crazy. They're even admitting this shit now, and they're getting away with it. So, like, where do we go from here? It's coming to America. I mean, it's just a matter of time. Then I'm looking at, like, I don't know. They got cabins with fifth graders and men that want to be women are sleeping in the cabin with them. Like, this is some crazy shit going on out there. But this thing with the Canadian minister at the parliament, them silencing when the guy asked them the question, and you could go on Twitter and just look at it. It'll probably be pulled down soon, but they constantly are just hiding stuff from us. We have a definite. We basically do have a plague in America. It's called you can't get the truth. That's the plague. There's no truth out there anymore. So what do we do? You know, you don't know what to believe anymore because there's no more truth. The truth doesn't matter. It's just a matter of their agenda, what they want to say, and that's it. And that's the truth. It's whatever their agenda is the truth. You got a Romanian prime minister scorching Trudeau, saying he's a tyrant, but he's lying. He's not telling the truth, people. This is all propaganda. It's misinformation. None of this stuff is true. That's my phone. Hold on. Oh, yeah, so none of this stuff is true. It's all misinformation, you know? Then you got I don't know, U.S. is reporting stuff, saying the U.S. is reporting that Moscow has a list of Ukrainians to be killed or sent to camps following a military occupation. Who knows? That could be misinformation. Nothing is true that you read anymore. Everything is misinformation if it doesn't fit their agenda. And, this world's just going crazy. Going crazy. That's what's going on. Do you notice every day you wake up and it's getting more crazier? It's not like they're waiting even a week. Shit, they're hitting you every day. Every single day. You, the people, are getting basically mentally tortured with more shit going on. Can't they give us a day of peace? Maybe we should just at least ask for, can you give us one day of fucking peace? I mean, is that too much to ask? They don't want you to sleep. Then the government, and I have the document. I'm going to read it. I'm going to find it. Basically, our government, Homeland Defense, passed, they're trying to pass a bill or some shit. I'll read it out for you. Hold on, let me find it. And this is what's going on. It's all going down. They are not going to stop. Everybody believes somebody's going to come in here and save the day. There's only one person that could save your day, and that's the Almighty God. So he's coming down with vengeance. And, I don't blame him if he blows this whole thing up. I mean, the Almighty came down here and blew the planet up. I'd be like, hey, I don't blame you. This place is out of control. Too many evil people in charge right now. And they all think that, they could hide, or maybe they don't even believe in there's a Almighty God. And that's why they're doing all this stuff, because they don't believe it, or they believe in Satan and they think Satan's going to protect them. So I don't know which one it is. So here it is a DH issue National Terrorism Advisory System Bulletin. So it says basically the Secretary of Homeland Security, Alejandro N. Mayorkas. This is, you could go on Homeland Security website and pull this up. You can't make this shit up, all right? I actually got to put the camera on so you can see me reading this shit. So you can't make this stuff up, okay? It's saying the Department of Homeland Security remains committed to proactively sharing timely information and intelligence about the evolving threat environment within the American public. They're committed to working with partners across every level of government and the private sector in all forms of terrorism and targeted violence, and support law enforcement efforts to keep our communities safe. It's saying the United States remains in a heightened threat environment fueled by several factors, including an online environment filled with false and misleading narratives and conspiracy theories. So we're not even allowed to have conspiracy theories no more. That's illegal. They want to make that illegal. You can't even talk about something that ain't true. If you just have a theory like, okay, maybe this could be possible. Maybe the sun is going to crash into the planet and blow us up or something. You're not allowed to have any conspiracy theories anymore. So it's saying conspiracies and other forms of disinformation and malinformation introduced and amplified by foreign or domestic threat actors. So I don't know, maybe I'm considered a threat actor. I'm acting right now. I'm getting paid for this. And these threat actors seek to exacerbate social friction, to sow discord and undermine public trust in the government institutions, to encourage unrest, which could potentially inspire acts of violence. You see how violent it's getting out there? We're tearing down buildings. I mean, what violence are they talking about? And it's saying mass casualty attacks and other acts of targeted violence conducted by lone offenders and small groups acting in furtherance of ideological beliefs and personal grievances. You're not allowed to have a personal grievance no more. You can be considered a terrorist. Pose an ongoing threat to the nation. Are we in World War II, like, and Charlie Chaplin's in charge? Like, what's going on? I don't understand this. And then it's saying, while the conditions underlying the heightened threat landscape have not sufficiently changed over the last year, The convergence of the following factors has increased the volatility, unpredictability, and complexity of the threat environment. Yeah, we're asking for the fucking truth, and that's a threat. Great. So, continued calls for violence directed at the U.S., critical infrastructure, soft targets. Yeah, what infrastructure? What are we doing? We're complaining because we're getting abused and they're trying to take our country away? And mass gatherings, faith-based institutions such as churches, synagogues, they're going even after the churches, and mosque institutions or higher education, radical and religious minorities, government facilities, and personal, including law enforcement and the military. All right, so it's saying that people are actually, I misread that, going after churches and stuff. So they're not going after them yet. And calls for by foreign terrorist organizations. But, I mean, they're basically telling you if you don't go along with what they want you to go along with, it's misinformation. You know, if they say the sky is green, man, you better not say the sky is blue. Because if you say the sky is blue, it's misinformation. You know, even though you see it's fucking blue, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, we seen them pulling out suitcases on the tables, you know, with ballots, you know, but that wasn't true. That was misinformation. They were just cleaning up the place. You know, they had all these suitcases buried. You know, they show us this shit on purpose and then tell us if we talk about it, it's misinformation. This is how psychotic they are. This is how insane these guys want to let you know we are in charge and use the peasants. This is what they want to do. They want to show you the crime right in front of you. Say, it's like, all right, we're going to shoot people and then on TV, and then we're going to deny it. And we're going to show you how powerful we are, that you can't do nothing. Okay? That's what they want to do. And by the way, hit the like button if you can. You know, we need to get these subscribers up. But this is what's going on. And let me put a link here if anybody wants to join the channel. Because I forgot to do that. I apologize. And because staying on here by myself gets crazy. And there we go. I put the link there. Anybody wants to join. I got somebody new in here. Bill Dato. And how are you? Good morning. Somebody, I don't know if you were in here before or you had a different name, but thank you for coming. So I just started this morning because I'm saying this is getting crazy. I mean, there's just so much shit going on every single day. I can't even keep up with it, man. I go on the news. I'll watch 6, 7 different newses. I'll watch the left side, the right side. Then I'll go on all the conspiracy sites. Man, I'll do all kinds of crazy stuff, right? And by the time I'm at the 4th, 5th place I'm looking at, there's so much information, my head is blowing up. I mean, they got videos of Russian armored tanks painted with the letter Z moving towards Ukraine. I mean, some crazy shit going on. I mean, how much shit can they make up? Is this shit true? Is it not true? I mean, I think they want us all so fucking confused that we don't know if we're coming or going. They just want us totally airheads. Whoa. They wanted this to get to the point that there's so much shit going on that we're just going to just say, you know what? Fuck everything. We're not even going to watch the news anymore because they don't want you to pay attention anymore. They just keep throwing all kinds of, it doesn't stop. They're throwing everything they can at you. I mean, when is it going to end? That's what I would like to know. When? When is this going to end? When are they going to say enough is enough? All right, we already beat the shit out of the people so much. Let's give them a break. Let them breathe for a couple of days. They are pressing their foot on our throats nonstop, foot right on your throat. This is what they're doing to us. So I'm looking at all kinds of stuff. I mean, I don't know where you want to start with this, but I had to start this stream. I woke up this morning and I just seen how crazy everything was. And I was like, oh my, I figured a few people are bored out there. They got nothing to do. I mean, I didn't see nobody with an open panel, or I probably wouldn't even have started mine. But I figured somebody's got to get it going in the morning, right? We got to let it all out. But I can't believe this Department of Homeland Security issued a national terrorism advisory, basically to say that we're actors, like people on YouTube and stuff, and it's all misinformation, and you're going to be labeled as terrorists. I mean, once they do shit like that, I mean, they could just come arrest you. Once you're labeled a terrorist, you got to understand, under the laws of this country, even, they just come take you, bring you to Guantanamo Bay, waterboard you, whatever they want to do to you. You can't get a lawyer. You can't do anything. I think they could keep you. I don't know how long they could keep you. And Dark Star says, I'm convinced the reason the leaders are acting like this is because they have zero intention of leaving power. Yes, I keep telling people that. They're not going to give up the power. No way. They got this thing now that they could just say, put your mask on, take your mask off. No, they got the whole thing locked down. This is like an ingenious plot. Everybody knows what they're doing, but nobody could do anything. That is the problem. That's the problem. Even you want to say, well, what can we do? The military ain't going to help us. The police obviously aren't helping us. Even if some of them do try to help, they got to resign because, they only want woke police and woke military. So, I mean, our military hasn't really got too much involved yet because I think there's still a lot of patriots left in the military and it's going to be hard for them. But as far as police departments, I mean, half the time, it's not even the police from that department in that city. They're just bussing in cops from different spots. I don't know if they got like a goon squad of 1,000 cops maybe. And, maybe they bust these cops wherever. These are like the woke 1,000 cops that could care less. They'll just break heads, They're like criminals almost. They're black hearts, There are people out there that don't give two shits about anybody. You got to understand this. So, you hire 1,000 of them, put uniforms on them, and just bust them all over the country and start, pounding people until the people submit because the people are like, well, we can't fight back. And if we do fight back, we're going to end up in jail. They're trying to put some of these truckers in jail. Supposedly, this could be misinformation, that I've seen. I mean, I've seen this. They're saying up to 5 years in prison for parking a truck. Could you imagine that? I mean, there's people out there, manslaughter, not going to jail for 5 years. So this is what's going on. I woke up and I woke up this morning. I said, let me make a show, get some people out there. And hey, Pops, I've been asking people to get any input. Do you believe there's a peaceful way to end qualified immunity? I don't know, man. I don't think there's a peaceful way to do anything anymore, but you can't get violent either because they want that excuse, So I don't know. I don't think there's an answer anymore. I think it's just basically, do what they want. That's what I think they do. I mean, you got to understand police departments, they don't want to be sued. That's the main goal. Right now, it doesn't even matter. You can't even sue them because the judges are in on it. Everybody's in on it. They, even if not every judge is in on it, they send the case to a judge they have power, control over. I mean, they dug their, before they did all this stuff, this New World Order, whoever they are, they made sure they had all their cards in place. You got to understand, they made sure they had the Supreme Court where they wanted. They make sure they had everybody, congressmen, senators, parliaments of other countries. They make sure they got everything. So it is what it is. And we're stuck here now in this battle. And there's only one way out. I keep telling everybody. The Almighty's got to come down. There's nothing else going to stop this. They got us already. Absolutely. Absolutely, they got us already. They're dug in. They ain't going anywhere. It is what it is, you know. This is what I keep telling people. It's done. Game over. You just didn't fight when you had the chance. Everybody thinks, well, we still, I'll wait for it to get to me and then I'll start fighting. It'll be too late. You'll be in one of the camps, That's what's going to happen. So I guess my advice to everybody is start praying to the Almighty. Make your peace with Him. I really believe this is some kind of demonic evil. It's like almost Revelation playing out. People don't want to believe it. They don't have to, but you see everything's going in synchronized order. If you look at Revelation, it never happened this way. Like, there was always stuff. They said, oh, it's the end of the world. Revelation's here, blah, 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 blah. But it never fell in place like this. It's all falling in place. Even Magog, they call in the Bible Magog, Russia, with the wars and everything. This is all falling into place, but yet people don't want to see it. Like, I found this banner. I found it like pretty much what's going on here. Look, just take a look at this. Tell me this ain't really what's going on today. So this is basically saying, how did people in Noah's day respond to the warning of God's coming judgment, right? And it's basically saying the same way they are today. They're ignoring it. They're thinking it's not, there is no God. It's all BS. There's aliens out there. Now, I'm going to be doing a show on the Collins Elite. I don't know if you people know who they are. Basically, it's a religious, powerful group back in the day. They came after Project Blue Book. They were investigating aliens. And they came to a conclusion that there are no aliens. They're demons. I'll go into the show tonight, but these people did some hardcore investigating. And they have all these different reports that they've been hiding from us. They found they believe there was a portal open, okay, to the next dimension of when the demon came through. It looked just like a gray. They give descriptions of it. I think it was Aleister Crowley, that guy. He did. People believe you can't do satanic rituals and all this stuff. There's no magic in that. Of course there is. There's always been this type of magic, black magic and all that stuff you could do. They're always in a circle, if you ever notice, and they do all these. It's just a matter of the vibrations and the words. If you say the right words and spells and this shit happens. Most people don't believe it, but it's there. It happens. If you just believe this is it and there's nothing else, then that's on you, because there's way more to this that we're living in. I mean, there's different dimensions and everything. So these Collins Elite, I'm gonna try to do a show tonight on them. I've been reading a lot of books and listening to a lot of videos about basically who they were. But these guys were investigating. They know there were aliens down here, but they didn't know what was up, like where'd they come from, And these guys put the pieces of the puzzle together, and they said, no, they didn't come from another planet. They came through a portal. And they're demons. And these were Christian, investigators, too. It was after Project Blue Book. But I'll try to get that show going up tonight. Anybody wants to join the panel, feel free to. I don't know, you guys are at work or something, so maybe you can't. You're just listening. I just put this up. Like I said to everyone this morning, I woke up. I looked at some of the news, and I said, holy shit. The world changed again. Like every day, some crazy stuff's going down. Whether it's cops beating up people or people burning buildings or, you name it, it's going down. You could go anywhere you want, go on any channel. I don't care where you go. Go on CBS, go on NBC, go on CNN, go on Fox, go on InfoWars, go Mike the Health Ranger, go on Charlie Ward in England. I dig deep into everybody. There's so much shit going on. I can't keep up with it. My brain hurts. It really does. It's crazy. Russia's going down. They say now it's going. They're showing planes up in the air. Then I seen a show, these Ukrainian these Ukrainian politicians were on like a talk show, and one was sticking up for Putin, the other one wasn't. The guy got up, he clocked him in the jaw. They started doing like UFC. I swear, the guy got him in a hold. He was ground and pounding him on the floor. It was some crazy shit. You know, I've seen so much stuff. Like, I just woke up and in an hour, my brain blew up, you know. And you're watching videos, cops are beating up people in the street. I mean, you know, it's crazy. These people are just, you know, protesting. They don't got weapons in Canada, and they're getting stomped on by horses. The best is they show 4 horses walking by. You know, it was like a parade or something. So the 4 horsemen, you got to read through what they're trying to say, right? So you got the 4 horsemen. They're riding these horses like these Canadian cops, like they're in a fucking parade, and they're just running people over, like stomping them. And they just keep going upon their business. Like, they don't even stop, like, get off the horse, see if the guy's dead. It don't matter anymore. You're cattle, you're sheep. We're all mad, you know, we're field mice, you know? That's what it is. They got the power. You can't, as a person, you can't stop it. You don't want to hear the negativity. Well, you know what? Wake the fuck up, because it ain't gonna get better. All right? Let's be real. And let's stop getting this shit out there, because maybe if enough people grow a set, maybe we could get something done. But until people grow a set, we can't get anything done. You know what I mean? But that's what's going on, man.
How many followers you got?
Yeah, I had to shut the volume. I had to blow a nice fart. Now I'm only kidding. But yeah, check it out, man. Go in the news. You'll get a headache. Then you got the racial stuff going down. They're trying to pump that out there. You know, they're saying, like, you know, all this racial shit just to get us all hating each other. I mean, what more can they do? Then, you know, you got to accept everything. And Australia supposedly having a convoy at the Parliament building. Do you really believe? Does anybody really believe? Like, they're getting scared now. They're gonna bet. They're gonna bend. They're gonna let us get a. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Explain to me how. You protest. You're getting beat up. You're going to jail. They take your bank account. They take your shit. They take your property. And we feel like we're winning when we protest. What have we won so far? Oh, they're gonna ease up on the mask mandates. Yeah, for a couple of months. Then they'll tell you maybe a month. They just want to see you take it off. Okay, let you be happy for a month, and then they want to show you they're still in charge. See, they want to tell you put it back on, slave. Don't get it. It's all control. That's what they want to do. That's my opinion. Oh, these are conspiracy theories, misinformation. Yeah, okay. You know, Alex Jones was sitting there, 6 months ago saying, they're going to put you in camps. They're going to do all this stuff to you. They're going to force you to get all these things. And everybody said, oh, Alex Jones is crazy. No, he ain't crazy. Guess what? It's happening. But you thought he was crazy, right? That's the problem. You buy into their narrative. Most people, not everybody. People watching my show probably a little more woke. You got to be woke to put up with what I'm telling you, because this shit ain't easy. And they always, everything they do is a trick. Everything is like, this is the greatest shit going down, man. I wake up in the morning, man, I look at all this shit, and I go, look at this. Another bullshit lie. Another bullshit lie. Another bullshit lie. Another bullshit lie. It's all bullshit. So you got to, I don't know what to, do you let this entertain you? I think I'm going to go find a cave somewhere and dig in. I mean, look at Canada. Canada's similar to America. Okay, they don't got a constitution, but neither do we. I mean, let's face reality. They're doing whatever the hell they want, right? So we got Tom.
Uncle Pops.
What's up?
What's going on, Uncle Pops?
How you doing, nephew?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Hey, last night was a good stream, man. Last night was a good stream.
Yeah, I had to cut. I cut about 2 hours of it off though, because like not 2 hours, like an hour. The last hour, all they kept doing was arguing over food stamps,
No, I know, but you
and that
know,
shit got so stupid. I just like edited that
yeah.
1 hour out. I couldn't deal with a 1 hour argument about food stamps.
No, I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to remember though that when it comes to Doc, Suan, well, definitely myself as well, but I haven't really got into it with anybody yet on the channel. That drama seems to follow us wherever we go. We're trying to break away from that. That's why we're going in different directions. You know what I mean? Because I'm just tired of the same bullshit. That
Yeah, you got to rebrand yourself. I don't want to,
right.
I like Suan, but she's an echo chamber.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's constantly railroading the same argument. I get it, but like, let people. Suan was so out of control last night. I played a video, right? I don't think you were here. So I put on a video of a cardinal in Italy talking about the New World Order, right? And this cardinal was like, and she was talking over the video. Like, and one guy goes, Suan, do you want to let the video play, or do you want to talk over even the video? And she goes, I'm sorry, I love Suan, but like, I told Suan, you got to chill out.
Yeah, I think she just got excited. No, she didn't. Maybe she didn't see the video. I don't know. I don't know.
No,
yeah.
I don't. I didn't even care. It's just she's so funny.
Yeah, she is.
When you get her going, whoa. She's like, when me and her are on the show together, just two of us, it's good because she's like a co-host, So I don't got to do all the talking. I let her go wild. She goes buck wild. But when there's like 6 people on the show, you got to let other people talk.
Yeah, I know. And that's why, well, that wasn't the reason why I jumped down yesterday, but I gotta get my other headphones, because the headphones that I got on right now, when I talk, I'm kind of low.
Don't worry. I appreciate you just stopping in, saying hello. I woke up this morning and I was just like, I got nothing to do right now. Because I just moved and I'm going to be getting a job soon. But I said, I'm bored. There's nobody online, open panel. I said, I'll start my own. Who cares?
Exactly. That's the best way to do it. Get your watch hours up anyway, so that way when you hit 1,000 subs, I don't know if you're trying to get monetized or not, but that's what
that would be nice. But I think I don't think that's going to really happen. That's my nephew, crazy man.
That's my cousin then. I'm your nephew.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's your cousins on here,
but
as far as getting monetized, I don't really. I mean, that's hard to do, and then you're like kind of under their wing,
Right. No, I get it, bro.
But if I can, that'd be great. If I can make myself a living and not go to work, and I'm actually thinking about doing a thing called the Pops Report, and every day I'm going to put 10 minutes, and I'm going to give you the world in 10 minutes.
Good.
Right? I'm going to go over all the news of the world in 10 minutes. But
it's a good idea.
Yeah, it's just going to take a little practicing at it. You got to kind of get a little more, professional when you talk about stuff like that.
Yeah, you gotta have the charisma. You gotta have the, just the right energy, and you'll get there, man. You'll get there.
Well, yeah, I think I'm halfway there, but you gotta like kind of rebrand yourself a little bit, just to get it going the right way, and then you can have your open panels and just be a wild man. You could do both.
Right.
Like, I want to be Alex Jones one night, and then maybe be Joe Rogan the other night. You gotta calm down sometimes too.
No, that's true. That is true.
You can't always be a loose cannon.
No, and that's what I'm trying to, get away from, because on my channel, I've been doing this about a year now. And, I come from the banging sector, as they like to call it. I think that's corny as hell. But anyway, that's
they told me there's sectors that, somebody goes, hey, Pops, you're in the A1 sector. I go, what's that? He goes, the Patriot sector. I go, really? I don't even know this sector.
Yeah. No, I they label it whatever they want, pretty much. You know how that goes. Yeah. But, more or less, though, like I said, I'm veering away from that bullshit. I'm going to start talking about good topics, different things, other than the same regurgitated fucking bullshit that people talk about all the damn time.
Right. I'm doing this on what's going on right now, but tonight I want to do a show on like there's a group called the Collins Elite,
Okay.
and they were a religious group back in right after Project Blue Book. They were a secret organization basically for the government, like a CIA.
Yep.
And they investigated alien stuff, and they
Mhm.
came to the conclusion it wasn't aliens; these were demons.
See, this type of shit I'm into right there. I believe paranormal, UFO shit.
Right,
Right,
and
all
yeah. So these guys said no, they aren't aliens; they're demons, and these were like very religious investigators. But there was a lot to the story. I'm going to try to pull it all up and bring it up tonight. I'm going to do a show on it because nobody knows who they are. I ask people, you know who the Collins Elite is? They go, no. I go, good. Now you're going to find out.
I've never heard of it, Pops.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to put that show together. After I'm done with this, I'm going to get some videos and paperwork and stuff. But you know what's really spooky? I don't know if you heard me before. The government, a Department of Homeland Security, is putting into an act that if you talk about any disinformation, like we're talking like on YouTube, we're not even talking about like if you talk about disinformation in their opinion, they could arrest you and brand you as a terrorist.
Wow, that's crazy.
That means like your freedom of speech is out the window. Now they're not enforcing this yet, but they're bringing it up. They're throwing it out there. Okay, right. They want to scare people too. They want you to shut up and just don't talk about what they don't want you to.
Exactly. That's what I said last night when I jumped up on your panel real quick. I said, you asked me a question about something, and I said, at the end of the day, what is free speech? We don't have that no more. You know what I mean? Our rights are little to none, to be honest with you. It's the way they want it, though. That's the way they want it. People got to rise up.
Right. I love people that think we have constitutional rights. Really? We do? Show me. Because it seems to be that we have a constitution, but our leaders aren't acknowledging it. So if they can do whatever they want, and we're going to go, well, that's against my constitutional rights. Yeah, but you're a terrorist. You're going to jail. I mean, well, what do you got?
Yeah.
There's nothing in the Constitution that says how to declare a person a terrorist, right? So they can declare anybody they want a terrorist.
Exactly. You got to stand in line and raise your hand to speak.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
No, but that's how crazy it is. I don't even think in World War II, I call him Charlie Chaplin, I don't even think he did shit like this. Like this telling people you speak up against the guy. I mean, China, I don't even know if China's that bad with it. I mean, they got a social credit score, But this stuff going down now, it's like if this happens in America, we're going to be worse off than China.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
People in China know how to cope with this and live this way, We don't know how to live like that. America will be in chaos. Yeah,
they were conditioned from a very young age on how to act, how to be as a people, as a nation. You know what I mean? That's a big difference than America. America, for the most part, it's been a free for all, I guess, so to speak, but not really at the same time. So, right. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens.
I heard a new saying. Did you ever hear of 996?
No, what's that?
All right, so let me tell you what 996 is. It's something that you can learn today. I learned it. 996 is something they use in China. So what it means is they work from 9 to 9, and they work 6 days a week.
Yep. Okay.
So that may be our future.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
We almost do it now anyway, to be honest.
Right.
A lot of people are working. But like this is like the norm there. 9, and they have a saying for it. 996.
Jeez. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I definitely believe it.
That's what they want.
Pops, a lot of these Asian countries, right? Whether it be China, Japan, Korea, these kids go to school year round. They don't get no friggin' summer vacations and whatnot. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So I mean, at the end of the day, if you do a comparison to smart, countries that are smart. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're not dummies by nowhere we're not dummies. I get it, but in
We got
comparison,
lazy.
yeah, definitely fucking lazy. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, there's
They
no. Well, they've done it, I think, to us. To go, they pushed all this shit on us to make us lazy. They want us dependent on the government, but it's gonna flip. And what's gonna happen now? Instead of you being lazy, you're gonna have to go to work for 12 hours a day. You're not gonna get that loaf of bread.
Right.
No,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, we're spoiled. We've been spoiled. Now it's caught up.
Yep, I can see that. I believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that.
Yeah. I have to admit, I mean, I grew up in the 80s. The shit we did then, I mean, we were spoiled brats. We were walking around with knots of money in our pockets and doing whatever we wanted. I mean, basically whatever we wanted within reason. I mean, there's always a few things you could, but like we were just partying nonstop, 3-4 days a week. It was great, and that's not that's not what's going down now. Now you're lucky if you can leave the house.
Right. No, I agree with that. Listen, at the end of the day, there's something going on that they don't want us to know about. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the eye in the sky, pretty much is what I'm trying to say.
That's right.
And we got to be smarter and figure this shit the fuck out together, because when it goes down, it's going to go down, and a lot of people are going to be standing with their thumb in their ass, wondering what the fuck is going on, and it'd be too late at that point.
We got to figure a real smart. Somebody out there maybe could get an idea and figure out a real smart way to dig our way out, because they're not giving up control. They're not giving it up. They got it, and you're done. They dug in, and I think we're late. I think it's a little too late, but there's always sometimes a little hope that somebody could come out with some remarkable idea that just throws them out of whack. Because, these guys plan 10 steps ahead, right? But maybe somebody comes up with something so crazy that they didn't even think that could be possible, and it changes the whole game. But until that moment, we're kind of just, we got to just sit back and, I don't know, try to figure this out, like you're saying. I mean, because it's getting, and start praying to the Almighty God. I mean, you got nothing to lose at this point, because He's coming sooner or later. He ain't like,
I agree. I agree with that.
If you believe in a creator, you got to realize one thing. There's no way He could be looking at this and saying, I'm not going to do anything.
Right.
He's just letting it play out. And eventually, I think all these evil people are going to be brought to the front, and I think the people that are good are going to be the hunters. It's going to flip one day.
Right.
Good always wins at the end. The good guy always wins. Light always covers the dark. It's just a matter of when.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
So that's something we could all look forward to.
Yeah, in due time, we will see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know what I believe in. I know, you know what I mean? I know everybody's entitled to their opinions and their whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like, what do you stand for? That's how I look at it. That's how I carry myself. You know what I mean?
You're right.
We'll see. We will see.
That's all we can do, man. It basically, you wake up and you got to just keep hanging in there mentally. My head hurts sometimes. I see all this stuff going on, and I'm like I was talking before, kid, they won't even give you 1 day peace. Like, they're just pounding you every day with all kinds of shit. Boom, 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 boom. They won't stop. It's amazing. They don't stop. These guys they're sick, crazy people that are in power right now, and I think they're sitting up in the room like these evil, like you see a cartoon, the evil genius, like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna they don't want to stop.
Right.
They won't give you a chance to breathe.
That's true.
And that's the biggest problem.
That is true.
People are depressed right now. I mean, I'm not depressed because I know what's going on. I know this has to happen. This is the problem. People are saying this has to happen. If you believe in God, if you want to be an atheist, then fine with you. I get a lot of people that come on and they go, this is the way of the world, how the wheel turns. It always, if you believe in the Almighty God, this has to happen. He said it's going to happen. and you can't change it. If he says it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Right.
There's nothing
It
you can
was
do.
written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
true.
going to put into the heart of man whatever he wants, you know? If the
Mhm.
Almighty God came down right now, Tommy, and wanted you to be an evil person, he can make you evil.
Exactly. Snap of a finger.
Right. So whatever he wants to happen is going to happen. It's just a matter of hanging in there as a human being and just let it all play out. And obviously, I want to fight back somehow. I don't want to go down without a fight, but we have to figure it out.
Right. Absolutely.
Right now, we're fighting. You know, me and you are on here.
Yep.
One day they may come grab us, the FBI, and pull us in and say we're domestic terrorists. I mean, this is how crazy they're getting. So.
No, that's true. That's true. People can sit idle all they want, act like they don't see what's going on. But at the end of the day, what's going to happen is going to happen, and you're going to have no choice but to fucking, figure it out or just lay down. I don't really know what to say.
I always said, I'd rather die on my feet, right?
Right.
Than, submit. I don't care what anybody says,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. But,
That's what's up.
Yeah, we'll figure it out sooner or later. So what
So
else?
time you going live tonight, Pops?
All right. Yeah, I'll check you out. No problem.
No, I said, what time you going live tonight?
I'll probably do something maybe. I got to go a little earlier because my sister last night, I kept her up. Probably I'm going to do like 7 o'clock.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
No, I work third shift.
Even 6:30, 7, because, you do it at 8, 9, and then it gets like my sister goes to bed at 11. I'm keeping her up screaming in the living room, and it gets crazy.
Right. No, I know what you're saying.
Where do you
work
what
third
state
shift.
Tommy, what state are you from? The Bronx,
I'm
right?
No, I'm in Maine.
Oh, I thought you were in the Bronx. I get confused
not me.
sometimes. All right.
I'm in Maine. You know where Maine is, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm in Jersey now. I came.
Oh, okay.
I want to move to Florida in a few months.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because Florida right now, I have family there and I have a few friends. They said there's tons of jobs. The economy's good. There's no mandates. Everything's like, they said you wouldn't even know. Like, Florida's like its own separate country almost.
Wow.
That's because of the governor, DeSantis.
Right.
That guy won't let them do all this stuff, I mean, I hope that guy's the governor, for the next 4 years again, but you don't know what they could do. They could figure out a way to get rid of him too, right?
Yes, they can.
I mean,
especially if he doesn't fall in line, Pops. If he don't fall in line, that's exactly what they'll do.
Yeah, or they're trying already and they can't get to him yet,
Yeah,
but I'm sure they can get to anybody they want,
Yeah, that's what the government does. So I mean,
yeah,
time will tell.
Unless that's like a sanctuary state, like they all came to an agreement. All right, we'll leave one state alone, like because Donald lives there too. You know that, right? Trump, he lives in Florida, so.
Oh yeah, of course.
Maybe he said, listen, I'll walk away, but you can't touch Florida.
You never know, I guess.
You never know. Maybe the deal was made, but. Yeah, I'm gonna head down there, man. It's nice, warm weather. I used to like the cold when I was younger. Change the seasons. But when you hit around 45, your body, man, that cold weather just makes your bones hurt.
I'll be there in 5 years.
I'm 57, so I wake up and I'm like, nah, I can't deal with this cold, man.
Right. No, that's true.
And the warmer weather is actually healthier for an older person. Your blood circulates better.
Of course, yeah. No,
but
that's
then again,
true.
I don't know. Maybe the cold weather is better. Some of those Russians live for like 100 years old. In Russia,
yeah, well, they're
ladies living in the mountains and shit.
Right, but their cold compared to our cold is definitely not even comparable, to be honest with you.
It's a different type of cold. Yep.
Fucking right, guarantee it. They're like some fucking like I don't even know, -100 fucking. I don't even know what the fuck they got going on, but it's definitely different. Coldest city in the world's in Russia, so I mean, fuck all that. I want no part of that. Think about it.
Yeah, I'm sure they live inside more than they live outside. in the winter.
You would think. I seen this one video the other day. This animal, this like deer in Russia. These guys pulled over on the side of the road and literally they're pulling these ice chunks off the fucking thing's face so the damn thing could eat and fucking breathe. Like,
Wow.
and the animal was screaming, but they're literally sitting there like chiseling off these giant ice chunks off this fucking deer's face, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? That is crazy. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. You know
It's
what I
so
mean?
cold there. You kill a deer, just leave it there. The meat won't even spoil.
Yeah, I know.
It'll be like
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's the only good thing, I guess. But I mean, other than that, fuck that. I couldn't live in those conditions. I say that, but they've been brought up there. They're raised there, so they know that's they're used to it. You know what I mean?
You're right.
But me, it gets cold here. Don't get me wrong, but nothing like that. Obviously, you know, that's next level type shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm all set. But no, I want to get away from this state for the fucking wintertime, man. I can't stand being cold anymore.
Well,
We'll
you know
see.
what it is too. If like I don't know what kind of business you're in or job, if you're not making like me, you know, when the thing, you know, the Corona came in, they closed the company down, you know, that I worked for.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on unemployment. So now I can move wherever I want. I got nothing to lose, you know. But if you have a good job wherever you live, it's kind of hard to move.
I have a CDL license. I'm a truck driver.
Yeah, so you could work anywhere,
Yeah, yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But
I definitely could. As I speak right now, like right now, I work third shift, so I go into work every night at midnight, and you know, I work through the night, get out in the morning. And,
I like that shift actually. It's peaceful.
Fuck. Yeah, it is, but you know, it takes a toll on your body. I've been doing it about almost 2 years now.
Oh, I worked steady midnights for many years, and it does something to your biological clock too, because you're meant to sleep in the day, at night, and you're not meant to, you know, you're meant to be up in the day. It's just like your body knows,
Right.
and it does take a wear and tear on your body.
It does. It definitely does.
Yeah.
So right now, I've been looking for other truck driving jobs to try to get out of this fucking graveyard shift that I've been working. But you know, I'm sure I'll find some. It's just a matter of time. You know how it is. Just keep plugging away at it.
You could probably go to a real busy state and get a job like this, like Florida. I think you get a job like that.
Absolutely. Yep.
You know?
Yep. I have a Class A, so I can drive a tractor trailer. Yeah.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
And you get something local, like where you don't gotta. Maybe you gotta go across state lines, but maybe just to the next state. Like you don't gotta drive across country.
That's what I'm trying to avoid. Exactly. Yeah.
You know, you drive a couple of 100 miles a day, not like driving, you know, 500 miles each way. Maybe drive 100 miles each way.
Yep. Yep. I'm trying to find a local gig, or at the very least, maybe a fucking regional gig. So instead of doing the whole, you know, the whole across the fucking the U.S., I'll just do like, you know, the Northeast or all the way from like, you know, down to New York, back up here, in the states in between. You know what I mean? Something like that. Be gone during the week, come back on the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, I got friends that drive trucks. A couple of them, they drive for like these companies, like one's called White Rose. And what they do is they deliver, you know, you go to the warehouse with the tractor trailer, and then you take it and you deliver it to a supermarket. You know, and they unload like half the trailer, and then you go to the next supermarket, and you're done. You make like 2 stops, and it's like 50-mile trip. It's not like you're going all over the place.
That's a good gig.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So, you know, you'll find something, man. If you got a clean license, like you're clean. And you don't do drugs, you get a job like this when you got to drive a CDL.
Yep. I got no nothing on my, not even on my regular license. I got nothing.
Yeah.
No nothing.
You could almost call your own shot soon.
I mean, I'm just trying to be a company driver though. I'm not trying to be a lease, you know, a lease fucking. All right. I don't want to be I don't want to lease it. I just want to be a company driver. That way I don't have to pay for my fuel. I don't have to pay for repairs. None of that fucking stuff.
The insurance is crazy.
Exactly.
They cover all that. Yeah, you basically want to finish work and then take the keys and throw them at the boss and say, "Here you go, your problem."
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Exactly.
That's exactly what you should do. You take all that pressure off of yourself. But unfortunately, it's working the opposite. Right now, a lot of these companies are realizing we don't need the headache, like FedEx, like Amazon. So they're getting people like, oh, you want to be an Amazon distributor? You got to have your own van, your own insurance, and we'll load your van up and we'll give you a certain amount per piece. They figure it all out. And, you go to work with your own van and you'll make like $300-400 a day, but you got to pay your own fuel, your own insurance. You got to pay for the wear and tear in your vehicle. When you break it all down, you're coming home with like $150, $100.
Exactly. Yep. You got to read between the lines, man. That's that's it.
Wear and tear on a vehicle, people don't put that into account, okay? Because your truck, whenever you buy it, let's say the Lifeline, not a diesel truck will go 300, 400, 500,000 miles, like the big tractor truck. But like if you buy a little van to deliver for Amazon, right? Maybe the lifespan of that van's 100,000 miles, 120,000, and it's going to blow up on you, right? So how much does it cost you per mile? You paid $30,000 for that van. Now break it up and then figure out you got to buy tires, brakes, oil changes, insurance. Sometimes you're probably just better off working for them and giving them the headache.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. That's my mindset. It is. I mean, a lot of people want to be, owner operators and they want to get into the trucking game by buying a box or leasing a box truck, and because you can make money doing that too. But at the end of the day, it's like, listen, man, these trucks break down. A fucking flat tire takes hours to change. You know what I mean? And they're expensive as hell. You're talking fucking $600 for a fucking tire. Yeah. More than that. No, I'm all set. So if I can't be a company driver, I'm good.
Right. These companies ain't stupid. They know to outsource is better than to basically have their own fleet. They know.
Right. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%.
Because if it was better the other way around, everybody would be working for them in their trucks, right?
Right, exactly. Yep. But don't get me wrong, those truck drivers out there who are actually owner operators and they're succeeding, I like to hear those stories. But to be honest with you, they're far and few in between. But you got to be set up from the jump to be able to do that. Me, I'm not set up like that.
There are definitely guys that have done well that way too. But think about this: if you had a truck and you paid it off, now you have no overhead of a police payment. Now you're making some serious money.
Yep.
But that takes a long time to pay that thing off. Those trucks, how much they go for those rigs? I mean, like
oh my god,
$100,000, like nothing.
Yeah, depending on the year. Newer ones, you're pushing 200K. They're a lot. Definitely.
I'll tell you, if I could do it all over again, though, I would have became a crane operator. I know crane operators like in Manhattan, in New York. They were building, when they build buildings, the crane operator, you got to understand, like, everything gets lifted with the crane, right? Like, plumbers come there. Their supplies got to be contractors all come there. You got to lift their supplies. So guess what happens? You're getting kickbacks from everybody. Foreman. The foreman and the crane operator, they make like maybe $100,000 a year in just tips.
Oh, yeah.
Plus what they're making. And they get paid like, these crane operator in New York in a union is making like $75, like $75 an hour.
Wow.
I'm talking the big cranes, not the little
cranes. Yep, I believe it. That's crazy.
I know a guy worked for the sanitation, New York. Sanitation. Going back like 20 years ago, he was getting $50 an hour, crane operator.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Imagine that, playing with a Tonka truck, making that kind of money.
Yeah, I mean, that's where the money's at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some of those guys are making as much as doctors.
Right.
Because doctors not as profitable as people think. That malpractice insurance is through the roof. I have 2 friends that are surgeons, and they said, Mike, it's expensive.
You get sued for anything.
Yeah, they live good. Don't get me wrong. I never met a broke surgeon in my life, you know.
Never will. Yeah, never.
But you know, if you're making a couple of 100,000 a year, even 300, 400,000 a year, you got all that pressure on you. You know, you're cutting people open. You make a mistake, holy cow, they die. You know.
That's what I'm saying. When you're a doctor, whether it be an MD or a surgeon or a pediatrician or whatever, you get sued so fucking easy. It's crazy. It really is.
It's funny because two of my friends are surgeons. One went in the direction like he's like he does I forgot they call him like he's a stomach doctor anyway, right?
Okay.
And the other guy went into
yeah.
Gastrophoxis. I forgot what they called the
Yeah,
word. But,
yeah.
And my other friend, he went in the plastic surgery industry, right? So he makes like a few million a year, the plastic surgeon, and the other guy makes like $500,000.
Damn.
You know,
Crazy.
like the plastic surgeon's kicking ass with boob jobs, you know,
fake ass,
silicone in the butts and everything. The girls now will get fake asses. I mean, it's like a great business.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely.
He says you can't believe how many women come in. They want to get their, big ass. Now that's the.
Oh yeah, a lot of them. Yep. Can't blame them. I mean, I like looking at them. I'm an ass man. So,
oh, me too. That's that. I don't. I'm a super. That's my first thing. If
me
you
too.
got an ass, I can't. Like I can meet a girl. She can be gorgeous, but if she got a flat ass, I'm done.
You can tell we're related, pops.
Yeah. Hey, I lived in the DR for 5 years. Yo, those Dominican girls, man, they got bubbles.
Oh wow, I bet. Yeah, I bet. Absolutely.
I was like a kid in a candy store in the DR. I was like, woo!
I can see you doing the salsa.
Yeah, them women over there, they eat yuca, plantano, man. They put that bubble on real fast. It's the food they're eating. It goes right to their butt.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That is
all right,
hilarious.
but I'll let you go because I'm going to end this anyway.
All right, pops. Hey, I'll be looking out for your stream later on. I'll be back up. You know, like I said, man, I work nights, so I'm always watching.
You're more than welcome whenever you want to come on. I appreciate you, Tom.
All right, pops. Have a good day, man. I'll talk to you later. All right.
And everyone, thank you for tuning in. Just threw this up there just for the hell of it. I'm gonna leave now, and everyone be safe out there, and may the Almighty God bless you and your family. And Pops out.